continue to assassinate his character. You should stop. He didn't kill anybody. The issue in this case is simple. Why would that officer shoot him in the way he did as he tried to surrender?
Once again, screen on the left is television. Screen on the right is laptop live streaming inside of the rally for Michael Brown.
At this time, we will have...
Please subscribe and share videos as you want. Copy them, burn them, throw them away. Put them in a time chamber, lock them up for 70 years, unlock it, show your grandkids.
Leslie and Michael's parents, will not be speaking today, but it's not because they don't want to thank you. They are dealing with today. You know, Reverend Jackson, as it has often been said, nobody volunteers for this position that they find themselves in. Nobody wakes up and say, I want to be a martyr for a child who was executed in broad daylight. And let's be clear about this. Deserves transparency. You all deserve to know that the police department will work in the best interest of your children. And there is nothing that can justify the execution-style murder of Leslie's son in broad daylight by this police officer. There is nothing that can justify, no matter how they try to distract us.
All right, we're going live on both TVs. And now.
Let's listen in on what he has to say.
There is nothing that can justify, no matter how they try to distract us. We are very focused on getting the
All right, CNN is behind.
And others have said, when you put your hand up in the air, this means surrender.
I think they're more than 15 seconds behind. Yeah, CNN is not live. See, look, there goes the hands up. CNN is not live.
We didn't execute him. So I want you all to pay close attention as this autopsy is revealed to you. And you see who's telling the truth. The witnesses who all say to a warrant that he put his hands in the air and said the police kept shooting. Or how they try to do the smoke and mirrors and try to say, let's don't talk about what happened when you shot him down like a dog in the street. Let's go try to assassinate his character after they assassinated him in person. So don't lose focus what this is about, brothers and sisters.
Yes, this man is very smart. Listen, guys.
That have tried it with Michael. Y'all, please give a round of applause.
Please
for
subscribe. Please share.
and attorney
Please talk about this. This is groundbreaking double recording, live streaming, unedited.
So before I say anything,
Hands up.
I just wanted to kick it off like that because what I want y'all to remember is that Michael Brown was not just some young black boy. He was a human being. He was a younger cousin. He was a son. He was an uncle, a nephew. He was not a subject. He was not an animal, but that's how he was killed. This
See how long it takes him to raise his hand up on
was the
CNN.
last actions that our family member made before he went to rest. This
Wow,
will be
CNN is
stuck
not live.
in my family's memories for the rest of our lives. So when you protest,
Now they're catching up.
love for all y'all.
4 1,000, 5 1,000, 6 1,000, 7 1,000, 8 1,000, 9 1,000, 10 1,000, 11 1,000, 13 1,000, 14 1,000. Wow, CNN is definitely not live. I think they track it a couple of seconds behind just in case they say something they could take it off the air real quick. Hands up, there goes daddy. Oh shit.
Now, there's going to be a lot said in the next 48 hours, and even more said after that, about Leslie and Michael's child. Just know that this was their child, and they loved their child. They had every right for their child to have due process of the law. What does due process, you say, President, means? Due process is when I put my
Hands
in the
up,
air.
I get charged in
You don't
court.
execute me because you had a bad day. When I put my hands in the air, you don't decide to be judge, jury, and executioner on that day. What is due process, you said? For 4 hours. That ain't due process. That ain't dignity for Leslie's son. So when we say what we're here for today, uniting for justice, for Michael Brown Jr., what we're really asking for is simple justice. We're not asking for anything extraordinary. They just want what anybody else would want if their children were shot down in broad daylight. A fair and impartial investigation. They want to know that they will have their day in court, that the killer of their child would be held accountable to the full extent of the law. Reverend Al, they said we have an arrested judgment. But wasn't it arrested judgment when they left him down there on that ground for 4 hours trying to get that story together?
Cooking in the hot sun
Wasn't it
like a damn
arrested
sack of
judgment when they tried to
potatoes.
assassinate his character on Friday? And so, y'all, we stand with this family. So they won't be by themselves. And they know they're not going to be by
See, they
themselves.
just cut it.
Remember the same feeling you have right now. Because 5-6 months when they finish this investigation and they just gonna smear his name, they gonna say everything about him. But just know he had a right as an American citizen to due process of the law. Without further ado, Leslie's
to due process of the law. Without further ado,
much in the same vein
Leslie's
as
father made a call around the same time.
See, I have to
they
have
reached out
this
to me.
news and footage and all this good shit because I have like
much in the same
post-traumatic
vein
stress, guys. I'm gonna admit it. If anybody ever watches this, the Demon Man has post-traumatic stress from when I was in junior high. Junior high in Oklahoma City in 1994 when they blew up the federal building. I actually seen that shit get disintegrated. I was on the fourth floor, and my teacher and the rest of the class were getting ready to go downtown to the federal building. And I seen we're looking out the window, fourth floor, straight across to the federal building. The teacher's pointing out where we're going to the federal building. And we see these two black beads fall out of the air. Remind you, we're like 3 miles away. You see like these, now we know like burrow size objects fall out of the air. Sound wave hits, boom. We see sound wave coming, we fly back, post-traumatic stress, and now I'm diagnosed. I have to capture all the news.
All over the world.
And you see what CNN does, they cut Al Sharpton off, and they put on, what kind of commercial is that? Alzheimer's.
Whether you're looking at is how the rights of people are dealt with by the state. Ferguson and Michael Brown Jr. will be a defining moment on how this country deals with policing and the rights of its citizens to redress how police behave in this country. There will be no toleration.
See, Sharpton is right about that. He is right about that. I don't give a fuck. He is right about that. He might be CI-17, but that nigga know what he talking about.
We saw a woman pummeled on the freeway in Los
Thank you, Al. Thank you. Thank you. Come on, tell it now. Tell it, my nigga. They're messing with the live streams. Look at that. Wow. It hasn't messed up until now? Wow.
In the streets unarmed. And rather than you address it, you try to smear.
This is how I'm going to show you why they're messing with the camera feed. Look at CNN.
Principles of justice and dignity. I want you to know these parents are not going to cry alone. They're not going to stand alone.
Perfect CNN, nothing. They're not even covering what Al is saying. This should be proof in the downfall of the mainstream media. Davey is the Demon Man reporting. The Demon Man reporting. Infowars.com. Silent but deadly reporting here.
Hillary Clinton don't get laryngitis on this issue. Nobody can go to the White House unless they stop by our house and talk about policing.
We can see CNN's getting ready to come on. I'm going to have to cut it here in about a minute and a half.
When the grandfather called me and I came and met with the father and mother, I told them, I'm not no drive-by activist.
See, look at this. Al Sharpton is waking up, people. And remind you, he's a news host. He's not even supposed to be doing this anymore.
I told them, I'm not no drive-by activist. We'll be here until justice is achieved. And let me be real clear. I told them, I'm not no drive-by activist.
Wow, what are they doing? Look at this. They're skipping the live feed out.